Hello everybody and welcome to the start of a new Let's Play on my channel. It's Fallout New Vegas. I've been asked to play this game, oh well, not this game in particular, but any Fallout game for quite some time, basically for years, ever since I started my channel. So here I am, I'm finally playing a Fallout game. And I decided to go with New Vegas because from the comments that I've read, it seems to be generally well received and maybe just a good place to start for someone who hasn't played any other Fallout games before, because this is my very first Fallout game. Now, some people have suggested that maybe I should watch some videos about the really old games to get acquainted with the lore a little bit. But since I'm just coming out of my holidays and I was not at home, I didn't really have the time to do any kind of preparations or research before starting this Let's Play. So I'm going into this completely blind. All I know that it is kind of post-apocalyptic and that's about it. So this is going to be a completely new experience for me. Also, before I left on my vacation, I asked if I should be, using any kinds of mods for this game, since it is a few years older. And I mean, usually I don't play games with mods when I'm playing for the first time, with some minor exceptions. I did use a few games for Mass Effect Andromeda, but just some mods to fix bugs and some slight visual improvements. And well, the replies were mixed. Some people said that I shouldn't really install any mods, some recommended quite a few. In the end, I just went for one mod pack, the unofficial patch, because apparently that's just, a bunch of bug fixes and it doesn't really change anything overall in the game, because I want to experience the game more or less like it was intended to be when it was first made. So I'm using the unofficial patch, and I'm also using the version from GOG Games, so I think that has already like a fix installed as well. But overall, this game should be pretty vanilla. And yeah, that's really all I want to say about this. If you're new to the channel, then just some general information. Since this is a blind Let's Play, please no spoilers in the comment sections. You can talk to other people about spoilery stuff, but if you do, then please leave a spoiler shield so I don't accidentally read it. Gameplay advice is generally okay within reason, and I upload one new video of this Let's Play every other day, always at the same time, which is 7 PM Central European Time. And on the alternating days, I'm currently playing Assassin's Creed Unity, which will start again tomorrow after my vacation. So yeah, I guess that's all I gotta say. I have configured my options. I hope I may change them later. I looked at the key bindings. I am using the Ultimate Edition, so I think I have all the DLCs for this game. So yeah, let's just go ahead and start a new game. This will overwrite your autosave if present. There shouldn't be any autosave because I haven't played this game yet, so let's just go ahead. Okay, That looks like Vegas. Not quite the Vegas we know, but similar? Though these people don't really look like they belong there.
War. War never changes. When atomic fire consumed the Earth, those who survived did so in great underground vaults. When they opened, their inhabitants set out across the ruins of the old world to build new societies, establishing villages, forming tribes. As decades passed, what had been the American Southwest united beneath the flag of the new California Republic, dedicated to old world values of democracy and the rule of law. As the Republic grew, so did its needs. Scouts spread east, seeking territory and wealth in the dry and merciless expanse of the Mojave Desert. They returned with tales of a city untouched by the warheads that had scorched the rest of the world, and a great wall spanning the Colorado River. The NCR mobilized its army and sent it east to occupy Hoover Dam and restore it to working condition. But across the Colorado, another society had arisen under a different flag. A vast army of slaves forged from the conquest of 86 tribes, Caesar's Legion. 4 years have passed since the Republic held the dam, just barely, against the Legion's onslaught. The Legion did not retreat. Across the river, it gathers strength. Campfires burn, training drums beat. Through it all, the New Vegas Strip has stayed open for business, under the control of its mysterious overseer, Mr. House, and his army of rehabilitated tribals and police robots. You are a courier, hired by the Mojave Express to deliver a package to the New Vegas Strip. What seemed like a simple delivery job has taken a turn for the worse.
You got what you were after, so pay up.
You're crying in the rain, Pally.
Guess who's waking up over here?
Time to cash out.
Will you get it over with?
Maybe cons kill people without looking them in the face. But I ain't a fink. Dig? You've made your last delivery, kid. Sorry you got twisted up in this scene. From where you're kneeling must seem like an 18-carat run of bad luck. Truth is, the game was rigged from the start.
Okay. There we go. Lots of exposition. But at least I have some basic idea what's going on here. Classic pack. Items added to inventory. Okay. Oh dear, even more. Tribal pack. Oh, I guess these are all the DLCs. Yes, I will add them all to my inventory.
You're awake. Huh?
Well,
About that.
even more of them.
Whoa, easy there, easy. You've been out cold a couple of days now. Why don't you just relax a second? Get your bearings. Let's see what the damage is. How about your name? Can you tell me your name?
Oh boy, I am completely unprepared. I should have expected that I have to give my character a name, and I haven't really thought of any. As you know, those people who have been with my channel for a while, I usually name my characters after goddesses. And usually I try to look up a name beforehand, but now I haven't, so I have to make up one on the fly. Of course, I'm not even sure if I'm a man or a woman. I mean, it's an RPG, so I'm going to assume I can choose to play a female. So I guess I will pick a female name for her. And if I can't, then I guess my guy will have a female name. Bad luck for you. So, what kind of name do we want to give her? Well, I do want to stick to my goddess names, but since I can't really think of anything too special, I guess I will just go for some Greek or Roman goddess again, because there's just so many of them. So how about Hera? I mean, that's a nice name. It's kind of odd, because Hera is basically the Greek counterpart to Juno, and I already had a character named Juno, but I guess it'll do. So Hera is my name.
I can't say it's what I'd have picked for you, but if that's your name, that's your name.
It's
I'm
my
Doc
name.
Mitchell. Welcome to Good Springs. Now, I hope you don't mind, but I had to go rooting around there in your noggin to pull all the bits of lead out. I take pride in my needlework, but you'd better tell me if I left anything out of place.
Well, how would I know?
How'd I do?
Okay, here we go. I guess this is my character creator. And yes, I can play as a woman, so I don't have to play as a guy with a female name. So, well, let's see. How involved is this going to be? We have some presets here. So let's maybe pick one that looks decent. And then maybe we can work with that one. I don't know, the first one looked fine. Okay, this is going to be very involved, apparently. Yeah, I don't want to mess around with this too much, because if I do, it usually just ends up looking weird. So let's just change it a little bit so it doesn't look exactly like the preset, but not too much either. Also, I don't want to take this like forever. Alright, so maybe we can do something nice with the eyes. Well, they're already pretty big. Alright. Can I turn her around? Yes, I can. Okay, let's try to change the nose a little bit. Yes, I like this. Okay. Oh, I think there's even more options. Yes, there's more options. Yeah, I have to look at it from this side. And this is from the front, right? Yes, it is. Oh boy, this is a lot of options. A lot of options. I'll let you know, I do like a prominent nose. Especially if they're like aquiline a little bit. I just like that. So, that's your nose. What can we do with your mouth? Well, compared to the options you have for the nose, this isn't really much. It's just large, small, underbite, overbite. That's odd that you have so many options for the nose and barely any for the mouth. Well, I guess it's fine like this. Oh dear, the cheeks. Yep, this is the stuff that can really ruin a face if it looks odd. So again, I'm not going to mess around with it too much. Alright, that works for me. The jaw. Oh, I see. This is kind of the chin. The jaw looks fine for the most part. And this is like the lower part. Oh, okay, I see. Yeah. Fine. Looks fine. Let's not mess her up too much. And now we can change the chin. Oh, that's a little bit too small, I would say. Shallow, deep. Oh, well, this changes a lot. I think I prefer it the way it was. Okay. Yeah, I don't know. I feel I could fiddle with these sliders for hours and still not be entirely happy with it, so we're just going to keep it like this. Looks okay. Okay, this is the general face shape. A tone. Oh, well, I see. Skin tone. Blue tint. Well, this looks very unhealthy. But we're in a desert, so I think she's going to have at least a little bit of a tan, right? So, I guess this would be fine. I think this is fine. Eye color. Let's see. We can choose between green, blue, hazel, and dark brown, and it doesn't really seem to change all that much. At least I can't really see much of a difference here. Seriously, they all look the same. Well, I suppose the dark brown actually looks a little bit different. Let's go for green, even if you can't really see it. Okay. That would be it. No, I don't want to randomize. I can age her. So apparently if you age, your face gets somewhat rounder. I don't know about that. Okay, I can change the hair. Let's see. Okay, well, this looks like a hairstyle that definitely needs some work every morning. So let's not pick this one. And this looks like it takes a little bit too less work. I actually kind of like this one, to be honest. I guess I'm just going to keep it. Iron Maiden. Oh, well, this is interesting. Unladylike. Well, I mean, I wouldn't mind an undercut, but this stuff over here looks slightly weird. If it was just this part of the hairstyle, I would consider it, but this just looks odd. Well, this is a little bit too little hair. And this is just terrible. I'm not going to pick this. Fallen Angel. Well, there's a lot of these really weird hairstyles. But again, you have to basically shave your head every few days if you want to maintain a hairstyle like this. This is kind of funny though. Okay, there's a lot of different hairstyles. I mean, this is okay, I suppose. Or this one, you know, simple. Not too elaborate. This one is fine too. I'm not sure what to think about this one. And the buzz cut. Yeah, to be honest, I actually prefer the one that we started with, which I think was this one. Yep, this works for me. It's kind of similar to my own hairstyle. Very practical. And the color. Okay, we have some presets here too. I think we didn't really have a redhead for some time. So maybe we're going for some reddish hair style. I can even like, oh, adjust it to like really, really red. I think I like that. Maybe not quite as red. Let's see. Well, now it's even more red. It's like pink. Let's go back to the preset, and now let's maybe increase the redness a little bit. So I think this looks fine. Okay. And that's it. Are you sure you want this to be your character? Yeah, sure, why not? I probably could spend like an hour more trying to figure this out, but we want to start with the game sooner or later, right? So let's just call it a day. I think she looks good. This is Hera, and apparently she's a courier, and she just got shot in the head. And considering that she got shot in the face, she actually looks pretty good, I think. So let's call it done. Yes.
Well, I got most of it right anyway. Stuff that mattered. Okay. No sense keeping you in bed anymore. Let's see if we can get you on your feet. Good.
Well,
Why don't you walk down to the end of the room? Over by that Vigor tester machine there. Take it slow
Vigor
now.
tester machine.
It ain't a race.
use WASD to move. Okay. Oh yeah, I'm moving. I'm totally moving. And yeah, I think I can change the view with my mouse wheel. That's kind of weird. I don't know, maybe I do prefer like a third-person view. I always feel very disembodied if I play in first person. So I may want to keep it in third person like this. I don't know, I guess I will try it both at some point. Anyway,
Looking good so far. Go ahead and give the Vigor tester a try.
the Vigor
We'll
tester.
learn
What
right
is a
quick
Vigor
if you
tester?
get back all your faculties.
Activate Vitomatic Vigor tester. Okay. Strength. Adjust your score. It ain't cheating. 5 points to go. Strength will tell you how easily a cowboy totes his saddle and those bigger firearms and how much help he's gonna be for you in a saloon brawl. This affects your melee, unarmed inventory weight, damage, weapon effectiveness. Oh, these are basically my stats, huh? So I can assign some points. I have 5 points. But obviously I have more stats. Okay, what do I want to take? Perception. Adjust your score. A perceptive cowboy always knows when there's a lit stick of dynamite nearby or when a vermin's sneaking up on him. This affects your explosives, lockpicks, energy weapons, accuracy, compass range. Endurance. You can't keep a good cowboy down, not if he's the enduring type, and not if he's got a 6-shooter the size of alternation. This affects your unarmed, health-resistant survival. Charisma. You'll find there are some smooth-talking cowboys out there that got themselves a voice sound like an angel's harmonica. I don't think I get this dialect right. This affects your barter speech companion nerve. Intelligence. A smart cowboy is good at most anything from sucking the poison out of your rattler bite to fixing your broken wagon axle. This affects your science, repair, medicine, skill points. Agility. When a fella's in a gunfight and shoots the other guy 6 times before they can get off a shot, it's cause that fella is agile. This affects your guns, sneak, speed, action point regeneration. Luck. Some folks claim not to believe in luck, but when they lose in a duel, you'll hear them say, "That lucky son of a gun." This affects your all skills, critical hits, enemy mishaps. Okay, so I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 stats, and I have 5 points that I can distribute. And I suppose I could take some points away from others, right? Yeah, I don't know, since I don't really know how these really affect my gameplay, I think I would prefer to go for a fairly balanced distribution. So I won't be really good at anything, but at least I won't be like woefully underskilled for any given situation. So maybe I'm going to get a point into strength. Not sure if I need perception. I do want to have more endurance. I would like to have more charisma, that's for sure. I guess intelligence never hurts. And I don't know, do I want luck or agility? I don't know. I guess I want to be lucky. So it's basically 5 or 6 on all categories. I have no idea if this is good, but like I said, since I don't really know how these skills affect my gameplay, I think it's better to have a balanced distribution. Okay, let's review. Yeah, I don't know. I'm all around average.
Yeah, that's a pretty standard score there, but after what you've been through, I'd say that's great news.
Indeed.
Well, we know your vitals are good, but that don't mean them bullets didn't leave you nuttered and a bighorn are dropping. What do you say you take a seat in my couch and we go through a couple of questions? See if your dogs are still barking.
My dog? I don't know if my dog is still barking. I'm not even sure if I have a dog. Do you mind if I look around a little bit before I go and talk to you? Take Radex. I don't know what that is. Take Stimpack. Oh. Pretty sure all of that is actually useful. Anti-venom. So yeah, I'm going to look around your place a little bit. A blood pack. I'm not sure if that's going to be useful. But I'm just going to take everything that you have in your little place here. There appears to be enough chemical components available to create a small quantity of chems, assuming one has the knowledge to do such a thing. Which I do not, obviously, but 25? I mean, even if I put all my points into that, I wouldn't get that much, I'm sure. Finance clipboard? Earnings clipboard? Okay, I'm not sure if I actually need that. Maybe I'm not going to take this. Or a paperweight. Yeah, this feels very Skyrim-ish already with all the stuff you can take that you probably do not need. Right. Okay, Doc, let's talk. What do you want to talk about?
It's important that you're relaxed for this next test. Please have a seat.
Okay. Ruined couch. Well, let's sit down. Look at that.
All right. I'm gonna say a word. I want you to say the first thing that comes to mind. Dog.
Okay. Cat, feed, newspaper, train, kick, dinner. Well, cat makes sense.
House.
Shelter, burglarize, renovate, target, investment, demolish. Shelter, definitely.
Night.
Campfire, dream, shroud, sleep, treasure, silencer. Well, during the night I usually sleep.
Bandit.
Bribe, crush, stab, Swiss cheese, vaporize, reasonable. Who hears bandit and thinks reasonable? Stab sounds good to me.
Light.
Dark, heavy beam, flash, inspiration, torch. Apparently, I always think about opposites because, again, dark would actually be my first association. It's kind of weird. Or lamp, maybe. But I guess torch would be the closest thing to lamp. So maybe I go for torch.
Mother.
Caretaker, jeans, cookie jar, tantrum, regret, human shield. Oh wow, well, I guess this will sort of shape your character. I mean, if the first thing you think of when you hear mother is human shield, it certainly tells you a lot about you. I kind of like cookie jar, that's kind of cute, I don't know.
Okay, now I got a few statements. I want you to tell me how much they sound like something you'd say. First one, conflict just ain't in my nature.
Strongly agree, agree, no opinion, disagree, strongly disagree. Oh, well, these are some loaded questions because I basically already have to decide what kind of character I want to play. And I haven't really put any thought into that yet. So I would say disagree, but not strongly. I mean, sometimes conflict is necessary, but I'm not the person usually when I play games that seeks out, you know, conflict and tries to provoke conflict. So I don't think I'm going to go for it in this game. But again, sometimes conflict is necessary. So I think I'll go for disagree.
I ain't given to relying on others for support.
Strongly agree, agree, no opinion, disagreed. Okay. Do I rely on others for support? Well, I feel in this world you kind of have to be, you know, self-reliant to a certain extent, but you will still need the help of other people. So, I guess I'll go with disagree again, but not strongly.
I'm always fixin' to be the center of attention.
I think I will strongly disagree with that one. I mean, she got more than enough attention when she got shot in the face. I think she would prefer not to get attention.
I'm slow to embrace new ideas.
Again, I would actually strongly disagree with that one.
I charge in to deal with my problems head on.
Yeah, I guess so. It's really hard to make these kinds of deep character decisions right at the beginning of the game. Let's go with agree.
Almost done here. What do you say you have a look at this? Tell me what you see.
A broken chain, a chemical reaction, a shadow in a door frame, an oozing wound, an angry two-headed ant. Well, now that you mention it, it actually does kind of look like an angry two-headed ant. I mean, a shadow in a door frame, chemical reaction, a broken chain. I'm not entirely sure how I'm supposed to see that. I mean, these are like the heads of the ant, right? And the antenna and the feet. Let's go with the ant.
Okay. How about this one?
I see a priceless work of art. It's some piece of space-age technology. A ship at sea. I'm too embarrassed to say what it looks like. I have no idea. I could see this being some kind of spaceship. So maybe I'm going for the space-age technology. I have no idea.
Last one.
Okay, what do we got here? Now, before looking at the options, these could be like two people clapping hands together. You know, these are the bodies and like they wearing some hats and these are their hands. A light in the darkness, a bearded man, a mushroom cloud. Well, I suppose there is one over here. A head on a pillow. Okay, apparently no option for two people clapping hands. You know, they're high-fiving each other. So, light in the darkness. Yeah, I mean, this could be the darkness and like a tunnel and this is the end of the tunnel. let's go for this.
Well, that's all she wrote. I don't have nothing to compare it to, so maybe you'd better just have a look at the results. See if it all seems right to you.
Okay, how do I do this? Skills, barter, energy weapons, explosives, guns, lockpick, medicine, melee weapons, repair, science, sneak, speech, survival, unarmed. Okay, so apparently based on the answers I gave, they selected energy weapons, melee weapons, and science as my skills. Well, that's interesting. Huh. Well, would I prefer something else? I mean, what exactly are these skills? Energy weapons. The energy weapon skill determines your effectiveness with any weapon that uses small energy cells, microfusion cells, EC packs, or flamer fuel as ammunition. Or do I just want, like, normal gun skills? I have no idea. I mean, I can completely go ahead with melee and science. Why not? She's a clever melee weapon user. It's interesting. It's interesting. I don't know. I guess I will keep it like it is. Especially since I don't know if I can just pick my skills if I reset them, or if I just have to take the test over again until I get the skills that I actually prefer. I don't know. Let's accept it the way it is. Why not?
Before I turn you loose, I need one more thing from you. I got a form for you to fill out so I can get a sense of your medical history. Just a formality. Ain't like I expect to find you got a family history of getting shot in the head.
Probably not. Choose up to 2 traits or none. Okay, so I can choose some extra traits. Build to destroy. The flame that burns twice as bright burns half as long. All weapons have +3 chance to critically hit, but equipment condition decays 15% faster. Claustrophobia. You have a fear of enclosed spaces, probably because of the mutants that live there. You gain +1 to special attributes when outside, but suffer -1 when indoors. Early bird. +2 to each of your special attributes from 6 AM to 12 PM. These are extremely specific. While using guns and energy weapons, you fire 20% more quickly, but your shots are 20% less accurate. So basically for every trait you gain some skills, but you also get some disadvantage. Glasses, good-natured. You're good-natured at heart, more prone to solving problems with your mind than violence. You gain +5 to barter, medicine, repair, science, and speech, but have -5 to energy weapons, explosives, guns, melee weapons, and unarmed. I don't know. I mean, there might be some advantage to this. I mean, I do have a lot of science already, but I'm not good at all the other stuff. While I already do have quite a few points in energy weapons and melee. So this actually might not be a bad thing to pick. Heavy-handed. Your melee and unarmed attacks do more damage but less critical damage. Oh, carrying capacity. Anytime the weight you're carrying drops below. Okay. Hot-blooded. When your health drops below 50%, you gain 50% more damage, but you also suffer -2 to your agility and perception. Kamikaze. You have 10 action points, but your reckless nature causes you to have -2 damage threshold. No one's going to put you out to pasture because you're going to stay young and level 30 forever. You'll never again become addicted to chems, and they'll last twice as long, but after 30 you can kiss experience, perks, and skill points goodbye. I'm not sure if I want that. Loose cannon. Okay, throw weapons faster. You're skilled but not experienced. You gain +5 points to every skill, but suffer -10% from experience gained from now on. I don't know, is this a good thing? I have no idea. I'm actually leaning towards not getting any of these because I'm not sure how they will affect me. Due to your small size, you have +1 agility, but your limbs are more easily crippled. Probably not. I don't know, I kind of like good-natured because I feel it gives me additional points in some categories where I don't have a lot at the moment. So this actually might be useful for my current skill set. Trigger discipline. While using guns and energy weapons, you fire 20% more slowly but are 20% more accurate. Wild Wasteland unleashes the most bizarre and silly elements of post-apocalyptic America, not for the faint of heart or serious of temperament. Yeah, I think I'll go with good-natured, because I think it balances my current skills rather nicely.
Alright, I guess that about does it. Come with me, I'll see you out.
Alright, so, can I get up? Yep, here we go. But before I go out, let's see if there's anything in here that I want to take. Pre-war book. Well, I can take it, but it's probably not really anything of interest. Another paperweight. Yeah, look at all this stuff. Pencil. Another pre-war book. Baseball. Oh boy. Also, I would like to have some proper clothes, to be honest. Or do I have to run around in my underwear? Oh, we have a crate. Hang on a second. This is Sunset Sarsaparilla. I guess I'll take them. I mean, I do have quite a bit of stuff in my inventory already, including some kind of jumpsuit, so maybe I can actually change my outfit soon enough. Ooh, yes, I do want energy weapons because I'm actually good at them, sort of. So please give me that. I don't think I need the crutch. A hammer. Sure. Cigarettes might be useful.
Here, these are yours. Was all you had on you when you was brought in. I hope you don't mind, but I gave the note a look. I thought it might help me find a next of kin. But it was just something about a platinum chip. Well, if you're heading back out there, you ought to have this. They call it a Pip-Boy. I grew up in one of them vaults they made before the war. We all got one. Ain't much use to me now, but you might want such a thing after what you've been through. I know what it's like having something taken from you. And put this on too, so the locals don't pick on you for lacking modesty. Was my wife's. I think she was about your size, and she hardly wore it after we left the vault. Felt it was too brazen.
Okay, well, thanks a lot for that. You shouldn't have gone through my stuff. Well, he basically patched us up again. I think he deserves to have a look at our stuff. What do I do now? Yeah, that's a good question too.
Don't mention it. It's what I'm here for. You should talk to Sunny Smiles before you leave town. She can help you learn to fend for yourself in the desert. She'll likely be at the saloon. I reckon some of the other folks at the saloon might be able to help you out too. And the metal fella, Victor, who pulled you out of your grave. Anyway, you ever get hurt out there, you come right back. I'll fix you up. But try not to get killed anymore.
I will try to do so. Hardcore mode. Fallout New Vegas allows you to play in a new hardcore mode that greatly increases the challenge of the game. In this mode, stimpaks heal over time and cannot mend broken limbs. Redaway removes radiation over time, ammunition has weight, and dehydration is a constant concern. This mode is only recommended for advanced players. So most certainly not me, who never played a Fallout game before, so we are going with no. Oh, look at that. I actually have some actual clothes now. So, again, I will have a quick look around the place and see if I want to take any more stuff. Okay, this is empty. Oh, but we have ammunition. Cram. First aid box. Okay, I guess all of this is potentially useful. I really have no idea. Buffalo gourd seed. I have no idea what that is. A chessboard. I may want to play some chess at some point. I hope he doesn't mind if I'm just stealing all of his stuff. Dirty pre-war casual wear. Wonder glue. Cartoon of cigarettes. Pack of cigarettes. Yes, I'm going to take all the cigarettes. I'm sure people are willing to pay a good amount of money for that. Because you probably don't find a lot of them anymore. Abraxo cleaner. I have no idea what I'm doing. I'm just robbing this good man's house after he probably saved my life. But there doesn't seem to be any kind of penalty for it, so may as well. Gecko steak. Atomic cocktail. Sure. Cutting board. Oh, maybe you have a knife. I think a knife would be useful. Okay, I think I'm done stealing stuff from him. So maybe I'm actually going to leave now. Anyway, can I maybe talk to you again?
I expect you'll be wanting to go outside after being cooped up for so long, but if you have any questions, I'll answer what I can.
This might be a good idea. I'm hurt, I need help. I need medical supplies. Tell me about yourself. What town is this? Who was it? It rescued me. Don't I at least get a lollipop before leaving? I don't have enough speech for that. Yeah, let's ask a few questions. I'm in dire need of information. So where exactly am I?
This here's Good Springs, named after the water we got here, just down the road to the southeast. Good Springs Source, they call it. It's a quiet town, and that's how we like it. We don't go looking for trouble, though occasionally it sees fit to come looking for us.
Okay, so a small town. What else can you tell me about Good Springs?
Well, there's a general store just up the road, run by a fella named Chet. He don't got nothing fancy, but he's got your basics covered. If you're looking to wet your whistle, just past Chet's is the Prospector Saloon. The bartender there, Trudy, knows everyone in town. Other than that, there's not much to see. Just people trying to scratch out a living.
Okay, doesn't sound too bad. Could you give me a rundown on Good Springs one more time? No, don't really need that again. Yeah, who exactly rescued me?
That'd be Victor. Curious fella. He's sort of odd, and I don't just mean 'cause he's a robot. I couldn't tell you much about him. He's real friendly, don't get me wrong. You just get the sense that ain't the whole picture. Just a feeling. He
Okay.
keeps to himself, mostly. You want to know more about him, you'll have to ask him yourself. He has a shack on the southern edge of town.
He has a shack? Okay. Do you know anything about the man that shot me? Yeah, that would be an interesting question.
I didn't see him or the men with him. You might ask around town, though. Could be someone saw which way they was headed. Your best bet would probably be Trudy, the bartender at the saloon up the road. If anyone saw anything, she'd know about it.
Okay, I'm going to ask her. So, how about you tell me about yourself?
Well, I already told you I came from a vault. After that, I was a traveling doctor for a spell. It seemed like a good idea at the time. Most folks out here ain't educated, so people with medical know-how are hard to come by. I found that I could help a lot of people with what I knew, and that was all right with me. Eventually, I went back and married my childhood sweetheart, and that was the end of my traveling days. Didn't miss it none then. Still don't.
So you are an actual doctor. Well, that's good to know. Now, I do wonder what happens if I use one of these options if I do not have the required speech. Will it definitely fail, or is there still a certain chance that it will succeed, depending on how high speech is, and it just means that you need exactly 30 for like 100% chance that it will succeed? I have no idea. I don't know. Can you give me more medical supplies?
Sure.
Oh, you can, but it'll cost me. And I guess the caps are the money. I don't have a lot of that, so I think I'm going to skip this for now. Okay, well, I guess that would be all.
You take care now.
Thank you. All right, now let's try to get out of here. Oh, I think I can actually use the chemistry set now. Create some stim packs. Yes. Ooh. Well, look at that. I have a scientist. I have a character who's a scientist. That's a new one. Never really had something like that before. Okay, Bunny already looked at this one. A camera. I want that. Okay, I think we have wasted enough time. Let's actually go outside. Stealing, hurting people, and otherwise being a nuisance can negatively impact... That was far too quick to read it. Old World Blues. You've gotten a fragmented signal on your Pip-Boy, a coded transmission of some sort with a sad jazzy undercurrent that makes your head hurt. As far as you can tell, it appears to be an invitation to the midnight science fiction feature. At the Mojave Drive-In, please arrive early to catch the trailers. I think that's a DLC, so probably nothing I want to bother with at the moment. Old World Blues loaded. Your level cap has been raised by 5. The reunion. Your Pip-Boy has received a signal. Coordinates that lead to the canyon wreckage west of Prim. Following the coordinates are the words Courier 6. It's signed Ulysses. Lonesome Road loaded. Okay, I guess another DLC. Happy Trails Expedition. Your Pip-Boy has picked up a radio broadcast from the Happy Trails Caravan Company. They're looking for one more member for an expedition to Zion Valley. Okay. Thank you. Okay, here we go. Well, that is interesting. I got a bunch of quests. Gun Runner's Arsenal. The ongoing conflict in the Mojave Wasteland has kicked weapon manufacturers into high gear. All major and minor weapons dealers in the region are rolling in new weapons, ammunition types and modifications. Head to your nearest participating vendor to peruse the merchandise. Okay, more DLC. Oh boy, this is slightly overwhelming, and now I'm here and I'm looking at the open world and I have no idea what to do. Hang on a second. How do I get into... Oh, okay, this is my menu. Let's see. Status. Special. Okay, these are my stats. These are my skills. So, I'm very good at melee. I'm pretty good at energy weapons. But I'm pretty decent at medicine and repair. And I'm very, very good at science. Look at that. He's definitely a scientist. Okay, well, that's interesting. And yeah, that's more stats. Weapons. All weapons fall under a weapon skill category that determines how effective the weapon is. Gun, energy weapons, explosives, melee weapons, or unarmed. Compare the small icon below and to the left of the weapons icon to the icon shown in the Pip-Boy skill menu. Okay. DPS, this indicates the base damage and damage per second respectively. Weapons with a low DIM have difficulty penetrating armor. If you hit a target's damage threshold, switch to a weapon with a higher DIM or use ammo that reduces the target's damage threshold. Strength and skill. Many weapons have a strength and or skill requirement. If your character does not meet the strength or skill requirement for the weapon, its aim will wobble if a firearm, or it will attack more slowly if a hand-to-hand weapon. CND. A weapon's condition affects the amount of damage it does. At 75 condition or higher, a weapon does maximum damage and only needs to be maintained. A weapon with low condition will do less damage and may jam when reloaded. Repair mod. These options take you to the repair and mod sub-menus where you may repair damaged equipment or attach weapon modifications respectively. Oh boy, this is all quite overwhelming at the moment. Okay, I have a bunch of stuff. I have apparel. Let's have a quick look at this too. Apparel can consist of many different types of gear ranging from clothing and armor to sunglasses and hats. DT. Some apparel grants damage threshold to the wearer. Your DT is the sum of all DT for currently equipped apparel. Apparel plus any bonuses from perks or chems. DT is directly subtracted from incoming damage, so higher DT provides superior protection. Through a small percentage of damage can get through even the thickest armor, a high DT is quite valuable. And again, condition, that's the same I suppose. Light, medium, heavy. Medium and heavy apparel will slow characters down when equipped. Repair, this option opens the repair submenu. Okay, this is the same again. So I do have more than just the current outfit. I'm currently wearing a light one. I see. Metal armor. How does this look like? This is more DLC, I guess. I mean, this one doesn't look so bad. Look at that. I have no idea what armor I want to use, but I think I will have to look at all the stuff I have in my inventory and maybe read some of the stats again. But the episode is getting long enough. I made this one a little bit longer since I spent a lot of time just creating my character. But I guess before I head out into the actual open world and, you know, talk to some people and decide what kind of stuff I want to wear, I will actually end the episode here and we will begin the proper game in the next episode. But I hope you enjoyed this first episode of Fallout New Vegas. It'll take some time for me to get used to this because, like I said, at the moment this is very overwhelming, but I'm sure I will manage it sooner or later. So yeah, as usual, thank you for watching and see you again next time.